your practice. Let's begin with closed eyes. Finding yourself into a comfortable seated position and your hands resting anywhere on your legs. And take a moment here to arrive. Breathe in through your nose and out through the nose. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. In today's practice, we will use that rhythm to guide our flow. And we will use the repetition of movement to assist in calming the mind. So when you're ready, gently open your eyes and we will begin. Throughout this practice, we will employ a variation of, or a familiar breath practice to kapalabhati, if you're familiar. Where we will be using stronger exhalations and not so strong inhalations. And this will guide the practice as we move along. And the idea here is to shake off any feelings of tiredness. This is particularly great in the middle of your day, avoiding going for caffeine or snacks, but this one is designed to bring more focus and alertness to your mind. And with the movement, we're working through so many different systems that will benefit from the movement alone. So hopefully you will feel some benefits at the end of the practice. So the first exercise, we will remain seated. So if you feel you need to take a blanket underneath your hips, I'm using a block. And you can also use a blanket, rolled up towel or something similar. Or if you find it's comfortable enough to sit down on the floor and cross legs, that's also great, okay? And if at any time, even if this cross-legged position is too much for you, sitting on a chair is also great for this first exercise. So I'm sitting with my right ankle in front of my left. I want you to take your left hand to your right knee or your thigh. And we're rotating the rib cage to face the direction of the right knee, okay? Now, lift your right arm up and over. So we're now reaching for the left side of the room, the left side of the ceiling, right? And then as you exhale, that will be where we will start our kapalabhati. So we'll exhale, we'll take the right elbow down, and then inhale, we'll lengthen, okay? So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So when you're ready, few more just like this. And it doesn't really matter about the positioning of the body. All I'm really looking for here is a slight contraction in the abdomen and this very gentle twist. And then we're working through the right side. And release. Okay, spinning back to the center, big breath in. Hold just for a couple of seconds at the top, a comfortable hold. And when you feel that hunger for release, you let go. Okay, and then we take it over to the other side. So here you can switch the opposite ankle in front and the right hand over to the left knee or thigh. Okay, left arm up and over. Big breath in and begin. So here the aesthetics aren't important, or your alignment even. Just breathing in and out. And release. Big breath in. And hold. You can close your eyes. And when you feel ready to release, you can let go. And just begin to notice the breath. Okay, so our next kapalabhati exercise will be in standing position. So finding any way to get to stand and place your block or prop away from you. We won't be needing that unless you know you like them nearby. Okay, so feet a little bit wider than your shoulders and your hips. Turn the toes out and we'll be moving from side to side. Okay, so just bending into the right knee and then the left knee, right knee, left knee. Okay, so there's no particular posture here. We're just taking an energy in one side and then in the other. So it'll be an exhale, 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 and then both arms up and over for a big inhale all the way to the other side. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Okay, and then up and over. And then we go again. So let's get going. Don't worry if your coordination's off at first. We'll soon pick it up with repetition. So let's begin. Okay, and as you move from side to side, again, this kapalabhati is not about so much the snapping back and forth, okay, in the abdomen, as it is about just breathing and moving. And release. Okay, so come to stand at the front of the mat. Big breath in. Arms by the side. Exhale. And if it's available to you, you can close your eyes if it feels okay and you have enough stability. Feet about hips distance apart and spread your toes nice and wide. Feel the grounding into the feet, the arms resting by the side. And just notice the breath. Notice the sensations moving through the body, the benefits of the movement and the breathing. Good. And now we'll move through our flow. So I'll guide you through posture to posture with some cueing, and then we will try to remember that flow and move from side to side. And we'll go through the sequence maybe about 2, 3 or 4 times, depending on how we get going, okay? So, feet hips distance apart. Breathe in, your arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold, your knees can be bent here. Hands on the shins, inhale, lengthen the spine for a halfway lift. And then we fold. Fingertips on the floor, step the left foot back first and then lower the back knee. Okay, and then we rise into our Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. And on the exhalation, sweep the arms back as you lift the back knee, straighten the front knee into a hovering pyramid pose. Okay, the torso is long and elongated, hovering in front. And while I'm here, I'm also thinking about pushing the right hip back. Good. Now bend the front knee and lift the arms up to the sky for a big breath in. Okay, so our high lunge here. And then exhale, fingertips in front of you. Lift the left leg into your standing split pose. Good. Now lining up heel to arch. So back arch, front heel. Rising up, spiraling the arms open, transitioning through warrior 2 all the way into your reverse warrior. I want you to stay quite light on the left arm, so we've got some engagement around the core. Good, and then as you exhale, a soft elbow on the front knee as you bend it into our side angle pose and spiraling that left arm up and over your ear. Nice. Okay, so just pausing here for a moment and just feeling the engagement building up through the front leg, and see if you can take that energy also into the back leg as well. Good. Now let's straighten out that right leg and we move into a hovering triangle pose, or a pose that looks somewhat like a triangle. Good. Now spiraling that left arm back, bend the front knee, left fingertips lightly graze the ground and lift the right arm up to the sky as we rotate the rib cage over the left. Or the right. Good. Now on the next exhalation, your fingertips meet the ground, frame your front foot and step the right foot back into a plank. Now you can come straight into downward facing dog here, or you can move through a vinyasa. So into a half push-up or all the way to the floor, upward facing dog or a cobra pose. And then exhale. Roll over your toes, find your way into your downward facing dog. Okay, so now the left foot steps forward this time. Lower the back knee down. The same sequence. Inhale, first is Anjaneyasana. Exhale, fold over a straightening front leg into our hovering pyramid pose. High lunge or crescent lunge. Bend the front knee, lift the arms up by your ears, broad through the collarbones. Exhale, we transition forward into standing split. Line up here, heel to arch, right foot back, open up through warrior two, all the way into your reverse warrior. Side angle pose, exhale. Triangle pose, inhale and stay for the exhale. Transitioning, spiraling that right fingertip down and lifting the left arm up. Rotating over to the left side. Gaze up to the thumb if it's okay for your neck. And as you exhale, the fingertips meet the ground. Both hands frame the front foot. We step back either into your downward facing dog and you breathe there and we'll meet there. Or if you have a little bit more energy you want to burn, move through your vinyasa. Nice. Okay, gaze between the thumbs, lift high up onto the tiptoes, and let's walk or step or a little hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, arms. Hands in front of your heart. Arms by your side. So just pause here for a moment. Return to your breath. And we'll go through that sequence again. But this time we'll lead with the right leg. Okay, let's see how we get on with a few less cues. Okay, also a little bit of a challenge for the brain. Inhale, the arms lift up to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Right foot steps back. Exhale. Inhale, Anjani. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hovering pyramid pose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, crescent lunge. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Standing split. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Right foot steps back, reverse warrior. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, side angle pose. Rotate through the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in here. And exhale into your triangle pose. Inhale into your revolved lunge, left fingertips to the sky. And then frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog, or take a vinyasa. Following your breath. Right foot steps forward this time. Inhale. And lower the knee, exhale. Inhale, arms up, Anjane. Hovering pyramid. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale. Standing split. Reverse warrior. Side angle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, triangle. Gaze up to the thumb. Revolve lunge, inhale. Vinyasa, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breathing here. Another breath. Right foot forward, inhale. Lower the back knee, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hovering pyramid. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, standing split. Reverse your lunge, your warrior. Side angle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, revolved lunge. We may have done that same side twice, but that's all good. And move through your vinyasa or come into your downward facing dog. Lift high up onto the tiptoes, bend the knees, step, hop or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, arms by your side. It's always when we get into the flow of the sequence, things start to click and flow a lot more smoothly and effortlessly. Always at the start, for me at least. Make some tiny little errors, but that's okay. We come back and do it all again. Okay, so starting with the left side this time. Okay, let's go together. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, big breath. Exhale, trace the thumbs, center of the chest, all the way down, forward fold. Lifting halfway, hands to shins. Left foot steps back. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Hovering pyramid pose. And you can come into that count whenever you like. High lunge, crescent lunge. It's It's a great way to calm the mind. Good. Standing split. Reverse warrior. Side angle pose. Triangle. Revolve lunge. Vinyasa. Left foot, step forward, lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Side angle, 4, 3, 2, 1. Triangle, 4, 3, 2, 1. Revolve lunge, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa. Don't worry so much if you forget what posture comes next. Maybe you can be creative and make up your own flow as you go. Always welcome. Left foot forward. Big breath in. Anjani. Exhale, pyramid. High lunge. Standing split. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Triangle. Revolve lunge. Vinyasa. Exhale. Okay, look between the thumbs, high up onto the heels, bend the knees, hop or jump. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands through heart center by your side. Second side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right foot back. Anjani. Hovering pyramid. Crescent lunge. Standing split. Reverse warrior. Side angle pose. Triangle. Revolve lunge. Vinyasa. And we're going to just jump back forward again. Big breath in, high up onto the heels, toes. Bend the knees. Step, hop or float to the front. Big breath in, half lift. Exhale, fold. Big breath in, rise. And exhale, arms by your side. Okay. to standing at the top of your mat. Breathing, noticing the breath, the quality of the mind. And just the simple act of moving and breathing is that provides the benefits. It's not so much about remembering one side to the next, where you place your inhale or your exhale. None of that truly matters. So letting that go. And moving forward. Okay, so from now, let's make our way onto our hands and our knees into tabletop. Good. Okay, now, with this, we'll come back to our kapalabhati. We'll start with the left leg up, okay? So both hands will remain grounded, so keep your fingertips nice and spread. A good equal space between your fingers, and press the fingertips into the floor and push, filling up through the middle of your scapula, your shoulder blades. Okay, your back toe, your right toe, can either be tucked or untucked. So whichever feels best, whichever gives you most stability. Now your left leg is lifted, and try to turn your left toes down. So to neutralize the pelvis. So it's not so much about how high you can come here, but just how stable you can make your hips, okay? And then we'll take the left knee somewhere towards the left arm, and at the same time we will move back our hips towards our right heel, okay? And then we'll inhale, we'll extend our leg, and then exhale, sit back, knee to arm, okay? Inhale. And moving back and forward. Just a simple repetition. A few more. And release. Okay, sit back on the heels, untuck the toes, and left fingertips turn back, facing away from you, and then you lift your right arm up and over your ear, okay? So again, with the kapalabhati, we'll exhale, sitting down onto our heels, bend our elbow, and then inhale to lift, okay? So joining in whenever you're ready, and we'll do a few rounds of these, or maybe more than a few. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Hands in front, back into your tabletop. Big breath in, cow pose. And big breath out, cat pose. Returning to the breath, second side. So we're right foot back, turn the right toes down, and then we'll go again. So knee to arm and hips to heels. Okay, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And let's go. Aim your knee somewhere around the outside of the arm. Lifting your knee outwards. Working into the hip here. Into the breath. Or maybe you're feeling it everywhere. A few more. Building up a sweat. I feel it. I'm there right with you. And release. sit back up on the heels, right fingertips point back, and we'll take the kapalabhati over to the other side. So inhale, lift the arms and the hips, well the left arm up and the hips up, and as you exhale, pull the elbow down close to the body, okay? Inhale. Two more. Another two more. And release. Tabletop. A nice gentle cow pose. Big breath in. And exhale. Push the floor away around the spine into your cat pose. Knees wide, toes touching. Hips to your heels. Stretch the arms out long. Maybe hands are a pillow. And come back to your breath. And take note of the effects that you feel running through your body. The temperature of the skin. And the beat of the heart. Gently slowing everything down now. Okay, nice, slowly rise. And our next posture is going to be downward facing dog. So, downward facing dog, we have one last kapalabhati exercise which I want to share with you, and I absolutely love it. Okay, especially if you're prepping yourself for some long amount of time at your desk and you need some deep focus work. Okay, so right foot steps forward. We come up into our high lunge position here, okay? Your left heel can be lifted or it can be grounded, whichever feels most comfortable to you. Maybe feet a little bit wider rather than on train tracks or on train tracks rather than on tightrope. And then arms up. Okay, arrowhead pose, okay? I want you to create two fists and take the left fist by your left hip. Keep your elbow in nice and close here, okay? And your palm would turn up, okay? So if you've ever done Taekwondo before, it's kind of like a Taekwondo punch, this one. Okay, so we add in kapalabhati here. Okay, punch the left hand forward, and then the right fist turns to the sky and it sits on the right hip, okay? Inhale. Keep going. I may have switched, don't worry if you switched as well. And release. Step the left foot forward. And notice the breath. You can close the eyes here. Grounding down through the feet. And preparing yourself for your last side. So right foot steps forward, back, right foot steps back. High lunge position, your back foot can be grounded or up. Find a position, a foundation that feels comfortable. Okay, and then arrowhead pose. Okay, so second side. Let's get back into it. Keep your spine nice and long. Inhale, step forward and noticing the sensations. Relax the shoulders, the arms. Feeling slightly more energized. Okay, and let's move into our final posture. Finding your way back onto your seat. And with this one, I would like you to keep the soles of your feet together, and you have a choice of either feet far in front of you, so you've got kind of a bigger sort of square shape in the legs. This is simply going to target just another part of your hips. So yeah, doing both variations. The second variation is also as beneficial, but you'll notice the tension point is slightly different. So for me, this is more easeful. I find it's really quite comfortable. However, in this position, also known as Tadasana, just gives me a little bit more tight. I feel more tightness in my hip anyway. So choose whichever you feel you want to do today. And then we're simply just going to melt forward. I don't want you to think about any straight alignment, but rounding your spine down, letting go of your head. We're only going to be here for a minute or so. So take your time to shift and move and fidget before you settle into the posture, into a place that you know you can stay for a short amount of time. Okay, your elbows can either rest on your legs, or if you're up high, just letting your upper body drape down. And if you do have the availability, the space to move a little bit deeper, this will be an effortless space in any shape that you choose. No strain here. Keep everything gentle and soft. And I just want you to let go of your head. Let go of the weight of your head. Let it hang or dangle. However, if there is any pain sensation in the neck, you can always place a cushion or a block under your forehead, or maybe many blocks under your forehead. Even resting on a chair is really nice. So taking your time to calm the whole system down. Reminding yourself that rest is absolutely essential. It's important to find a space to restore. And it's what's beautiful about the yoga practice. There's always permission to rest. Something that many of us don't really allow ourselves the permission to do. And if it is, there's always maybe a distraction. So you have the full permission here to let go. You've got nothing to do here, but just feel the weight of gravity pulling on your body very gently. Now slowly roll your spine up, stretch your legs out long into your Shavasana pose. And I will leave you here in Shavasana. Again, full permission to stay for as long as you like. However, if you feel that urge to jump up and get going to work, I urge you to stay a little longer in Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It is always an honor and a pleasure, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon.